Hello, everybody. Welcome to Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. Tonight, we're going to discuss some cool stuff, mostly manga-related topics. So it's manga night, as we usually do that on Thursdays. So thank you for joining. It's me, Gio, from Manga Geekdom on YouTube. And I got the insufferable Omnibus Collector. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Perfect. Beautiful. Doing all right, It's been a long day. I've been awake since 5 in the morning, so I'm like slowly like shutting down. As the stream will progress, I will try and keep myself motivated to finish it, but I'm really tired right now. I and horny handsome Igor. How you doing, Colleen?
I never changed that. Doing good.
Thank you for joining.
Of course.
The three goats are back. Thank you, Javier. Appreciate it. Aria, hello, my friends. We begin. Tonight, we got one interesting topic because, let's face it, it's the end of the year. Not a lot going on in terms of manga news, but it is pretty interesting and worth discussing. So, yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. Let's give a shout out to our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com, for making tonight's broadcast happen. They do it night after night for the show. You get your Omnibus trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, especially manga, and so much more for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 55% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit InStockTrades.com. And at some point during the month of December, we will be doing the gift card giveaway. But let me remix that a little bit because we actually do have a date. Jess is doing the giveaway on the last Monday of the month or the last Monday of the year. So if you want to tune in for the gift card giveaway, that will be on Monday, December 30th. If you want to join in, hang out with us that night. We'll pick out a winner towards the end. A shot at winning a $50 gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Let me show the website real quick, like we always do. Right here. So your current deals of the week, which we revealed on Monday's stream. If you want to find out the new ones, which I already know, I was already sent the info. Tune in Mondays for that. That's pretty cool. DC's finest events, 0 Hour Part 1 at 55% off. You got the Legion of Superheroes at 55% off. Manifest Destiny Deluxe Edition hardcover book 2 at 50% off. And from Marvel, we got the What If Into the Multiverse Omnibus hardcover volume 2. Both covers 46% off. And of course, your new releases, all the new manga that came out. You can find it here for great discounted prices. And of course, you got your top sellers, all that wonderful jazz. And look at that, Trigon Maximum hardcover volume 2 climbing up the ladder into the top sellers list. That is pretty cool.
And 3 just came out, so
volume 3 came out recently, or this week, and we have a year-end sale for 2024. If you want to go in, there's a bunch of cool DC, Marvel, Image, all that stuff that you can buy at 56% off. That is great. You're not going to find that at the other places. You find it at InStockTrades.com. Shout out.
Lego.
Let's see. That's a solid lineup. Thank you, Casey. Or did you mean the top sellers list or us? I don't know.
They meant us.
Okay, good.
They meant us. I mean, you can only be talking about us. So I don't think you can really talk about anyone else.
What happened to Ubel Blatt getting pushed? Did it get pushed? I saw some people already buying it at Barnes & Noble. I saw somebody on Reddit sharing a picture of it. So
it's still for next week is when it's
right.
scheduled.
Yeah, and if people already have it in stores, it should be coming out. Both. Yes, let's go. All right, thank you. So yeah, welcome everybody to the show. Good evening. Anyone else also watching the Game Awards? Not me, but somebody in this panel was watching.
It wasn't me.
And it was me.
Confirmed gamer Colleen watching the
Gamerly. It has been a Gamerlean 2024, the year of the Gamerlean. There we go.
I forgot all about it. I remembered now when I logged in to do this and Colleen was watching. I'm like, oh, the Game Awards. Okay, cool.
I only knew it was today because I saw something saying that there were going to be 2 announcements that would make people go, holy shit. And I was like, Silk Song? And it wasn't Silk Song.
It was the Wokture.
It was the Wokture 4 and Elden Woke.
Woken Ring.
Woken Ring.
Wukong won Best Action Game. You know what? My copy shipped. A lot of people were excited about that, myself included, for the physical edition. I have not played the game, and I'm super excited. That's typically not a game I would play, but for the subject matter and being based off Journey to the West and all that jazz, I'm up for it. I'll play it. I'll suffer because I know it's going to be insanely difficult for me, not for all of you watching. I know you're pro gamers out there. I don't know.
I think you mean Black Myth Wukong.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. Hell yeah. I might as well address it. We don't have our stars aligned, so we decided to move Fake Manga, Real Manga for January. At some point in January, one of the Thursday shows, we'll do it then.
But we do want to see if we can get Colleen in the mix on that.
Yes, absolutely.
We just don't know when the date's going to be yet.
Riley, how do you feel about it? I told you, how do you feel about being Omnidog's Nightwing?
He's not aware, but he's actually my Nightwing.
Ooh, nice. You should you should let him know, James, in the next Omnidog stream, whenever that happens. Just picked up 2 volumes of Hideyasumi. Looking forward to reading it. Speaking of, that's a nice segue into haulage. You guys haul anything interesting that you want to show the peeps?
I can do a quick rundown.
Rightly stating that Jess has the cake. Absolutely.
I mean, maybe. These are all things that I literally got today, so I haven't touched any of them. These 2 are early releases from Square Enix. My Clueless First Friend, Volume 8, and Just Like Mona Lisa, Volume 4. This one's been pretty interesting. The first 3 volumes were interesting. And then from our sponsor, I got Welcome to Demon School, Irumakun, Volume 11. Global Suit Gundam, The Island of Kukuru's Dawn, Volume 2. Tsugumi Project Volume 7 or 6. 7 will be the last one. Initial D Volume 4 with the banana yellow cover.
Deja vu.
I have been to this place before. Innocent Volume 3. This is the last volume of Innocent, and it'll continue in Innocent Rouge. And Red Hood Outlaws Webtoon Volume 3. Right?
Nice.
Yeah, Volume 3.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
And I read, I'm currently reading Tales of the Kingdom, Volume 5. Very quick read, as always. I finally read my Resenter book from Gigi Murakami. She also had the one-shot on the Viz app. The story on the Viz app and this physical release are 2 different stories. So if you read the one on the Viz app and enjoyed it, which it's very good, so I'm sure I'm hoping a lot of you have, you can check out the original one-shot that she did prior to that, and it is available both physically and digitally on her store. If you just look up Gigi Murakami, you can get a link to her store. And I posted about it yesterday on Twitter saying that it was great and I really need more. And she said, some information, some news would be upcoming soon. So I don't know if that means that she's getting the serialization treatment or something else, but it sounds like there's going to be more Resenter. And then I read A Smart and Courageous Child, as I promised I would, to, I believe it was H-Field who mentioned that there was some negative feedback on it that he'd seen, and I said I'll read it and I'll report back. And I think that it's an inoffensive book, and the concern was that it was using what happened with Malala as like a way to kind of, I forget how it was worded, but turned it into kind of a grief porn or something like that. And I think like it uses that as a way to kind of get into the mind of a mother, and like you see, like she found out about this young girl who is very, prolific, and had hopes and stuff that she could have this child that would be the same way, be very smart, be very courageous, as the title says. And as she is closing to the end of her pregnancy is when the incident happens. And so she kind of breaks down, and all of a sudden starts putting her own child, her future child, in the same position. And to her, like, it just scares her. And it's something that I've seen from a lot of parents in the past, where like something happens and you put this association onto your own life and your own family and your own child. And I think that they did that in a really effective way throughout this book. But it's other than that, like, emotionally effective, but I think it's rather inoffensive, and it's very nicely illustrated. And I mostly enjoyed it as I was reading it. So I would recommend it if you are interested in something more dramatic and kind of leaning on what it means to become a parent. Then that's one that I would recommend. That's all I got.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Colleen, got anything?
I don't have any of my stuff on me, but I did have this next to me, so I'll just go ahead and say I got the season 3 edition of Chihayafuru that comes with this nice little wall scroll, I guess is what you would call it. Let me just I'm kidding. I'm joking. But yes, I did get that. I had a couple other things I grabbed, but we got Will in the chat.
Too late for you to hop in. Depends on the time zone, but no, not too late. We'll hook you up.
Hop on in.
Yeah. There we go. Type. Oh man, I had this thing. I keep forgetting to do it. When I hear your keyboard, I think of cat. Sorry.
Riley typing furiously.
Taka.
Taka.
There's like a really old meme, and I don't remember what the context, or not really a meme, but just like a comic strip from like the early 4chan days, and it was like a little stick figure, and it just said taka on it.
Those initial D spines are so nice looking on the shelf next to each other. I did order. Oh, okay. I can tell a funny story. Wait, funny? Yes, I got 2 stories. But first, welcome, Will. How you doing?
Oh, look who it is.
Hey guys, what's up, everyone?
Look who decided to show up.
Are we doing our recent hauls? Because I have something.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Okay, I'm copying Riley.
That's Team Jojo over there, and we got Team Mood Lighting over here.
You can't even see it because my background. I don't even know how to
place it. Try and place it in front of you. See if you can.
Yeah,
sort of,
there we go. I have Innocent Gyro. It's volume 3 of There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah.
It's
leave it like that.
volume 3 of Innocent. I'm like 2 chapters in. I was graciously gifted this volume by a certain person that I won't say. But yeah, it was really cool. I love Innocent. I really hope, really hope we get Innocent Rouge. I honestly wouldn't be surprised at this point. But yeah, very exciting, very cool. I also picked up some like regular comics from, but I haven't read them yet, so I'm not even gonna bother. So
This is the manga show.
sorry. I'll just leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Whoa! Damn!
I turn into such a bully when Will's around. I don't know why.
It's probably because your ears are still ringing from our the Viz announcement stream.
Yeah.
My bad on that one, fella.
I see you. I just see red.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So was that all? Just that one book?
Just the one. I mean, I got Christmas gifts for my cousin's husband. I bought him some Berserk volumes, but they're not for me. Those ain't for me. I got the full collection already. We're chilling.
Nice. Well, I didn't haul any. Well, I did buy some things, but they did not arrive in time for this stream. I wanted to tell 2 quick funny stories that happened. The first one is that I, for the first time in my life, I goofed and I ordered a book that was not available at our sponsor site. Ordered it through the Bezos website. And I had forgotten that I was testing some stuff out because I usually have issues with shipping and stock stuff being in stock. Sorry. So I changed the address to someone else and forgot to change it back. And then the book came out. I believe it was Call of the Night, the latest volume. And I placed the order. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, got it. Yay. Then like at 11, close to midnight, I get a notification. Oh, your Call of the Night volume shipped. I'm like, what? That typically never happens. It's usually like the next day or the day after, whatever, and day after that. And I checked the email, and it says it's being delivered to X address to X person. I'm like, no, wait a minute. I rushed over here. I got on the computer, and I checked immediately, and I had forgotten to change the address. So I got in with customer service. I hate talking on the phone, so I'd rather just chat with somebody. So I found somebody, one of the persons at Amazon, and was chatting with them. And they're like, yeah, sorry, it already shipped. We can't do much. What you can do is here's the phone number. You can call USPS, call them right now, give them the tracking number and tell them to send it back because it was an error. I'm like, but it's close to midnight. What are you talking about? They're not going to be open. No, yeah, call them. I'm like, okay. If there's anything else you want, no, stay on the line because I'm doing this that you want me to do. So I call the post office, USPS, and the first thing that the damn thing says is, you're calling in non-business working hours. Call at a later time. I'm like, yeah, of course, thank you. So the dude was like, well, I don't know, I can't do much. I'm like, well, this and I started like fake crying because it was my fault, obviously. But he said, like, you know what? I'll give you a refund, a partial refund. I'm like, okay, sure, that helps. So. Because I made it up that I didn't know where it was headed. It was a random address. So I got in contact, fortunately, with the person, because my fear was that the address was old because people move around and stuff. But fortunately, it's still that person's address, and they got the thing today. So they're waiting for a second because it was split. Sorry, I should have mentioned it was split up 2 different books. My bad. So they're waiting for the other book to arrive to package it and send it to me, which, yay, that got resolved. So now I gotta wait. The second story is that the second book, I for the I'm exposing myself here, but whatever. The year's ending. Who cares? I wanted to make some funny reviews for my channel, so I picked up one of the Ghost Ship books at Seven Seas. Cool. And I got the whole mix-up happened, and I wanted to cancel the order because it hadn't shipped yet, but it already went to advanced whatever the person said, so I couldn't cancel it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I messaged the person, said, hey, there's a second thing coming in. Like, yeah, sure, no problem. When the second one arrives, bundle it together with that one and send it with the first one. Okay, cool. So the funny thing is, I thought, okay, before all this happened, I added the book to my cart to see if I could reorder it if the cancellation went through. And Amazon says this book cannot be delivered to your address. I'm like, what? Why? Because of the subject matter? Because it's an 18 plus book. What's happening here? So I did an experiment, took that off, found the lewdest book that you can imagine, one of those Edo manga, whatever, and added it. And that said, like, oh yeah, we'll ship this to you just fine. So the moral of the story is Seven Seas spicy book, no thank you. You cannot ship that to Puerto Rico. Something like a Faku book, yes, you can order it and you can get it.
Geo has never had a normal shipping experience.
It's always something with me every damn week. Can I hear you fake cry? No, not on this stream. I have a second channel called Manga Geekdom Live. I'll cry over there, and you can hear me over there. Gio, buy real smut. I'm not gonna. When the book arrives, I'll show it here. Not the insides because it might get demonetized, but I'll tell you what it's about. The Ghost Ship book later. I hate talking on the phone too. Thank you. I appreciate that. James coming in hot with the link. Thank you so much. That's my live stream channel. I haven't live streamed in 2 months, so I don't know if you guys want to join or not, but you can join if you want. So there you go. At this point, they need to use longitude and latitude to find your address. Alrighty. So with that shenanigans out of the way, let's move on to the topic at hand. Kodansha, out of nowhere, made an announcement. I didn't see it coming. I mean, I'm not paying attention to whatever Kodansha does, but they announced the Kodansha Print Club. So what is this? The Kodansha Print Club revealed they're bringing digital favorites to print. Sent out the statement, which I will casually read here. Kodansha proudly announces the launch of the Kodansha Print Club, a new publishing program aimed at bringing digital-first manga favorites to print and directly to fans' bookshelves, starting with Love, That's an Understatement, Teppu, and Blade Girl. Kodansha will debut this select roster of currently digital series in print through a print-on-demand service coordinated by Penguin Random House. Oh boy. And fulfilled by the Ingram Lightning Source. Beginning in December 10th, debut Kodansha Print Club titles will be available from online retailers such as Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Powell's, and more. The first 3 titles, of course, like I mentioned, Love, That's an Understatement. You got the MMA cult classic Teppu. I did not know it was a cult classic. Apologies to the Teppu fan base that's watching. And the coming of age story, Blade Girl. These will be priced at $15. Will be available to order in print starting tomorrow, with subsequent volumes coming soon. So what are your guys' initial thoughts about this announcement before we get into potential wish list items?
I guess I was like, cool. But also like, why do we have to do this? Can't you just print it? But like, I'll take it. Like, if you're not gonna do anything like you've been doing, I'll take this, I guess.
It's definitely a step above nothing.
Yeah.
It's just I wonder if part of it is just a lot of marketing because they realized how much people complain about their digital jail stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, okay, let's make a big deal about the fact that we're going to bring some of them out. But also, like, then they're like, we're going to do print on demand, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know how that's going to work. Like, not saying like I don't think it's going to work, but I don't know how it is going to work. Where, like, how many copies are there going to be? Like, what do they mean by on demand? Like, how often, you know, will they print according to the demand? Like, how many copies does a retailer have to order before they will print more? Like, what are the specifics on that? And then I noticed that it said first volumes, excuse
Yeah.
me, $14.99. Does that mean that the subsequent volumes are going to go up in price? And how often will they decide to add more to the print club? Like, how often will they say we're going to add another title in there? And is anything a contender, or is something that's really long going to be like a lot harder for them to decide to do this with? I
How
have
long
a
is Tepu?
8 volumes.
8. Okay.
That's
Only
inexpensive.
one of the ones that they're starting off with is ongoing.
Hmm.
So, love that's an understatement. Volume 6 just released in Japan recently, and I don't think it's gonna be over anytime soon. It doesn't seem like it would be. And the last series from the same author was 12 volumes. So, I mean, that would be a lot for printing on demand. And what I'm confused about is, like, what's the next volume schedule going to be like?
Yep.
Is it going to be normal? Is it like if there's enough print on demand for the first one and then they do the second one? Like, there's just too many questions right now before I can say, like, this is a good thing.
Are we
But
really committed to an entire series, or
are they
do
going to
we-
drop it?
are they going to drop it if there's not enough demand for it?
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
bullying worked, but to what
At
degree?
what cost?
Yeah.
At what cost?
Like, I think there's a lot. I mean, there's so much logistical stuff that has to go into this behind the scenes. You know, they recently, yeah, I'm holding my breath too. They recently announced that for Blue Lock, they're going to be releasing a volume a month, starting in July with volume 20 or 21. So it's like, you know, they have the capacity to do something like that, which is great, objectively really cool. But, you know, there's so many other series that people want to see in print that they could give those resources to. And I guess this is like the next best thing. But again, you know, we're all so hesitant about it. You really just got to see how it goes. Because, you know, volume 1, yeah, December, great. Volume 2, next December?
Yeah.
You know, like it, you know, we don't have any real concrete,
Right.
like, anything to this. And the fact, I mean, it is cool that they brought these 3 series. Like, I saw a lot of people excited on Twitter, but Twitter's only so many people, right?
Right.
Is this going to appeal to the grander audience that's going to be like, I'm going to order all these because it's really cool and blah 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 blah.
Well, and that's another
You
thing.
know?
I feel like this is such a online thing.
Yeah.
You have to be online to know about these, because I doubt someone's just going to randomly either come across this in a bookstore,
Right.
unless, like, the bookstores are like, okay, we need to, like, continually restock this, or like, if someone's not really online, they're not going to know they came out in print, unless like, you have to order these yourself, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, you have to go to your Barnes and Noble and ask them to get it, or you have to go to your local comic store and ask them to get it, unless they're already getting it for you, which, like, who knows if they're going to. And then if they don't do that, then you don't know. So, like, it's a little too up in the air, too iffy. I feel like they needed to, like, put these in the bookstore first and then do the print on demand.
Right.
Like, something like that. I don't know.
But then it's funny. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm looking real quick at all their socials. And I don't see they didn't say anything on TikTok or on Blue Sky, which maybe those are just their lesser accounts and stuff, but you really want to put something everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They of course they posted about it on Twitter, and that's where they did a bunch of they answered a bunch of questions, and they did post about it on Instagram as well. But they just did the one announcement post on there. They didn't have any follow up or anything like that to the announcement. So they haven't done the best job that they could thus far in advertising such a what seems to be such a large venture for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not to the point that they should have. They should really be pushing a lot more and being a lot more clear on what the plan is. If they were going to make a big deal out of it being this Kodansha Print Club, they have to be a lot more clear about what Kodansha Print Club means.
Yeah.
Period. Everything.
To answer Warren's question, when will they be available for print order? Because there's no pre-orders yet for them. They're out. I saw Love, That's an Understatement, and Blade Girl on Amazon.
Yeah, a lot of people were posting the pre-order links before this even got announced because they
Yeah.
had noticed that they had it up on Amazon.
But the only one I did not see is Tepu. And if you go to Barnes & Noble, it does show up, but it's not available. So I don't know what happened with Tepu. Also, if this is such a cult classic and it's so famous that people want it, why is this a limited print-on-demand thing, and why not announce it as a regular thing that you're putting out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't even get this whole thing didn't even get the full announcement that I didn't get a press email about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone did, but I didn't. So they didn't put through the same amount of marketing that they would usually. So it just makes it seem like it's almost an afterthought right now.
Yeah, it's like they're treating it as I guess we could do it. Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
This is an option, maybe.
You don't see half-assing to this degree an announcement for something. Viz has their, every 4 months they have a set time to announce things, or it's at a con or whatever.
Yeah.
Seven Seas has their Wednesdays. Yen Press has whatever, But to Riley's point too, of just not even sending out a press release for something so, I guess, brand new and also pretty cool is just really, really, really confusing.
Here's a physical edition for Blade Girl, by the way. That's cool. Also, $14.99.
That's just manga.
I do want to get it.
Manga prices nowadays are just hey, but you can find it cheaper on in-stock trades, by the way.
Oh man, let's go.
Because I don't think these were made available through the distributors that shops use. So
bummer.
Maybe the book market, but not the direct market, because they said available on Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. But
Powell's incredibly random.
Powell's and more, whatever that means.
Are they on? Let me look at Crunchyroll, because I think that I saw a mention of Crunchyroll before.
There he goes typing again.
I got so many things to. There we go.
No.
And then when you see these three series, and they're probably ones that a lot of people have been waiting for, especially you see people excited on Twitter. But the digital vault, or sorry, jail that they have is so vast that there's literally so many series they could do this with. But a lot of those series don't deserve this treatment. They deserve a full print run and a full release and a full press, a full bout of marketing put behind it. That I almost feel bad for these series that this is how they're getting released.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's weird is I can understand Tepu and Blade Girl because there's always weirdness around sports manga from companies. I will say Blade Girl only being 3 volumes, it's like, why didn't you just do this already? It's literally 3 volumes. But for Love, that's an understatement. I just feel like that's a weird one to put this under. With Lovesick Ellie is a relatively popular shoujo title, and it's from the same author, and it's ongoing, and it's not like it's not one of the more popular ones from Desert. So I'm just very confused why this one is the one. Like, why did they pick one ongoing like romance series that's pretty easily marketable to put into this?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get Jose in here. We gotta get him and interview him. Yo, what's up? What's happening? Tell us, please.
Speaking of the stores, over here it does mention the other retailers.
There we go.
Bookshop, Books A Million, Kinokuniya, Hudson, Powell's, and the Crunchyroll store.
Let me hop over to Powell's Books. I live in Portland. I got all 3 of them right here.
Nice.
I'll go hop over and see if they're in store. They're actually putting one in the airport too, so there's gonna be 4. But anyways.
Well, Crunchy doesn't have anything right now for any of those 3.
They lied, bastards.
I don't know what the deal is going to be with that.
Also, sorry to butt in, it says here, shipping of all order titles may vary from vendor to vendor and could take longer for international orders. That's interesting.
So it feels like it's like Kodansha Afterthought Club.
Yeah, it's kind of a testament to what I was saying. It's like they're just doing this kind of like cool, I guess. Like
it's the KSTFU C.
Here's the question: Is it the goal to make all their line print on demand?
I feel like the quality would wane if they did that. If they made everything print on demand.
And that's something that I'm curious about with these titles is I haven't seen anyone in hand, like have them in hand.
Yeah, no.
I wonder if they are of lesser quality at all. Because there was already people complaining about the paper stock that was being used for some books, which a lot of publishers are at this moment changing because prices at printers and stuff are going up and they have to adjust.
Tariffs.
Hopefully not, but you know,
yeah.
The with the prices going up at the printers and stuff, they have to adjust to try and like not raise too much to where you lose your customers. And so they wind up changing paper stock and using like a thinner paper or something like that.
I got you. Don't worry, Josh.
So I'm curious if these are going to be of those like lesser quality, of the lesser quality paper stock that I'd mentioned, how the covers are going to look, how the glue is going to hold up. It's going through PRH, which PRH has Inklore, and we know like when released with Yamada-kun, there was problems with the gluing. Another issue that might pop up is, I don't remember who I saw bring it up, but I saw someone post online if they're just going to be using the same translations and lettering as digital volumes, because a lot of those have subpar translations in digital lettering compared to their typical physical releases. And when something gets made physical, they do better work on it before releasing it.
And that brings me to my first one.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, if they do print on demand for Chihaya Furu and they don't change that fucking lettering, I'm going to riot. Because they use 5 different fonts and none of it looks good.
Oh my God.
It is truly an abomination to mankind that one of the most beautiful series has some of the worst lettering.
Oh my goodness! But
I'll see if I can find a image and I'll send it so you.
But the thing is, you announce these things and they're already out technically, so you can get them. So I'm inclined to believe that it's just taking the digital stuff and just like, let's just print that and put it out there as quickly as possible. Like, surprise, we got these books out. You can order them now.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, just because it makes it cuts out a huge step of actually creating a volume.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people don't really understand the behind the scenes that goes into doing something like this, or even printing a regular volume, but cutting out the translation time and all that, and like all the lettering and all that, that'll cut a lot of time out. So like it makes a lot of sense for them to just take the digitals and put them on paper.
It says here that the launch of the Print Club program is a boon to the publisher's efforts in bringing sought-after digital manga to print and in the hands of fans. Using print on demand for these titles expands our ability to bring more digital first series to print and into the hands of manga readers and retailers. But which leads me into this. They also posted or mentioned on social media, suggestions, comments, and requests can be submitted via the publishing suggestion feedback form. I clicked on it. I did my part. And the part where I thought it was hilarious. Oh, great. The hell? Why is this in Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. No. All right, give me a minute. Give me a second. Let me do it on with my account. Hold on. The thing was that they mentioned like, do you have a source for it on the official Kodansha Japanese page? I'm like, no, that's your job, not mine. What the hell do I know? Why do I have to look for the source? That's so stupid. I hate that.
Kodansha as a publisher does a lot of really just interesting things when it comes to just being a company. I mean, K Manga is a great example. For me, as someone who is big into social media, their social media is very interesting to me, and in a weird way,
in a negative way,
in a very negative way. I'm not going to get into it, but yes, a very negative way. So to see something, them doing something like this actually isn't really much of a surprise in terms of like them just doing something weird and like out there. But yeah.
And like, what if?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
What if you have a Kodansha Print Club title that like does exceedingly well, and then would they take it and add it to their just typical output, and then just what happens that like if the Love That's an Understatement does super well, and they're like, oh, this is fantastic, this is selling so well, let's add it to our just regular releases and have it distributed like everything else is, would they then change the stuff about it? Like, if these are printed on lesser quality volumes, which that's just conjecture, we don't know that yet, but let's say it is, like, do they go with the better quality? Are they going to still keep it with the crappy translation, or would they go and update it and then be like, now we have a new translation, and then they have to admit that the online translations are shit, right? And then are they expecting that people are going to sit there and not be upset and be like, so I bought the crappy version and now you're releasing the nice version? What the hell?
Yeah. Exactly. And then they charge you, instead of 15, it's going to be $20 for the new reworked edition, the remastered, if you will. Here's the form, by the way. My email's public, so if you want to chat with me and send me a like, hey, you can do that. You can write to me. I don't care. So we're going to do this. I'm not going to publish it, but I guess we're going to click here. Next. Would you like to recommend a manga, light novel, or a book? Whatever. I clicked on manga. If possible, please enter the title in. Why do I have to do that? It's just I'm not like the typical schmuck out there. They don't know the proper name for these titles. They can just put the English title in there. Why do I have to put the Roman characters there? So
Yeah.
then, have you already requested this title before? Is this series currently published by Kodansha Japan? And then, do you have the link to the official Japanese series? Share it here. Again, I am not an industry person. Why would I have any of this info? Just say which title you would like to see. That's like a Kodansha book or whatever, and that's it. And publish.
They could have put
None
a
of
list.
this.
Like they should have gave us a big ass list, or like
Right,
a drop
or-
down
or-
menu.
Exactly. Drop down menu. Here's what we got. Which one of these would you like to see?
700 titles you have to throw.
People would flock to that regardless.
Oh, yeah.
700, but they would read every single one and choose one. So you let me share the images. What the hell is happening here? Why
And,
is this so
like,
ugly?
I understand sometimes they're stylizing it because they're trying to like show different emotion, but I feel like it's so claustrophobic.
This is like reading a billboard at like Times Square with different companies and
There's-
fonts and stuff.
3 fonts. So there's a font in the first 2 bubbles on the
Yeah,
left.
and then a
middle.
font
Then
in the
the-
background.
Yeah, and then a font on the left. Wow.
And the
And
sound
then-
effects have a different one too.
Yeah, and then the bottom, if you scroll down, this is like the font that's on some of them, but then there's like a smaller, like a slanted font in that left, and it's the same font, but it's like smaller and slanted and like longer. I
Yeah.
don't know why they put so much different font on this. It's so cluttered. And then like sometimes they won't even like, I don't know, they just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels cluttered and it doesn't feel like how I read it.
It's not an organic read.
Yeah.
You can notice that it's clustered and confusing.
Like they're really trying to fit all these words into what we're supposed to go there. Yeah.
Oh, Alex points out this is just their normal series suggestion form for licensing, not printing. I don't know. I'm not one to venture into those to fill out those forms. So it was all brand new to me. I'm like, I don't know. So you know what I did? Like a good student, I went and researched the actual link to the Japanese publishing, and I had to ask ChatGPT because I couldn't find it. I said, ChatGPT, do you know where I can find the original link for this series that I want to find out from the Japanese side of things? And the damn bot actually looked it up and found the proper link. I was surprised. So thank you, stupid AI thing.
Thanks, Skynet.
Yeah. And I always say thank you when I end my conversations with that bot, because if they revolt and kill us, at least they'll spare me.
Be like, you were the nice one.
Yes.
We won't kill you. We'll just put you in a camp or something.
So with that, all that shenanigan out of the way, I thought it'd be fun if we could list some titles. If you guys got some suggestions, sort of a wish list of Kodansha stuff that you would like to see printed.
Absolutely.
I think Colleen might have one.
Hmm.
Right. I wonder which one it could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what it could be.
Horny, handsome Igor has a suggestion.
I wonder what it could be.
Oh, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
So what if they did release it in the
That's the official flag for the movement.
I'm patriotic as fuck.
Nice.
if they
Goes down when you drop it.
as part of this print club, if they released Chihai Furu and it had the same translation and lettering,
I would buy it 1,000,000 times. If they released it 5 times in different whatever, I'd buy it every single time. I would literally give them all of the money I have. They can have my house. They can have my cat. If I could just buy Chihaya Furu from them and not digital format,
Right.
my life is theirs. Give me Chihaya Furu and my life is yours, Kodansha.
Right.
even though it's gonna look like, I can't reach that right now. Look like my bootleg Baki books.
Yeah,
Yo,
literally
Rocky.
all of them.
Warren is excited for the possibility of Rave Master,
I can see
Rave
that.
Master, Rave Master, Rave Master. Same with you on with Rave. Cool.
Yeah, I could
See,
definitely see
Warren's
bringing that back.
likes cool stuff, right? Like it's not all doom and gloom.
Especially because of them, pushing Fairy Tail and Fairy Tail
And
sequels so
Eden
much.
Zero as well.
And Eden Zero, yep.
Why didn't you just buy Rave Master when it first came out? Come on.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, man.
the Nancyism. That's crazy. That is crazy.
My
Why
pick,
didn't you just buy these shoujo manga when you were 7 years old?
right?
When you were 7-year-old and you had literally so much money.
Saj, how do I pronounce this name of this manga?
Hida is?
Hira?
I think every time I say it, it's High Wraith, but I don't think that's right.
Hiraeth.
This is the same author as Our Dreams at Dusk, if you guys know that one. I've heard good things about that one. I haven't read it yet, though.
One Piece? Why not? Sure. Steal
It's
the rights
real.
from
I definitely want to see the Fable second contract. I think it's inevitable with how the Fable's releasing right now. But I really liked it when I read it, and I want them to print it. Because the Fable, if you guys haven't read the Fable, is fucking amazing. It's really, really good. And it's really funny. I'll say that. It's really, really funny. Funnier than I expected. I think another one that a lot of people would want to see, Ace of the Diamond. That's definitely up there on a lot of people's
hell
lists.
yeah.
That's been stuck in their jail for a while. Another sports one, Aoashi would be a good one.
Gets requested a lot.
Gets requested a lot. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably, then there's like the obvious ones like Mars or GTO.
Yeah, I
Who
think
knows?
it would be a really good chance to get GTO back in print and I'd probably buy it because my copies are getting rough.
20 years old.
Yeah, these are old ass books, and there's more GTO to be released as well. Like, was it Paradise Lost and a bunch of the other spin-offs and stuff like that? So it could be a really good chance for them to start re-releasing and releasing for the first time some of these things. But I think another, like, looking at older Tokyo Pop titles, one of the big ones to me is definitely Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad.
Yep.
And those are ones that I haven't seen their digital versions to see how good or bad they look, but I know that they completed the digital release at least. So it is something where they could just put it out there,
The thing with Beck too is, and a lot of these manga that we're talking about, like Mars, for example, have Japanese omnibus akin to Initial D. And so for Kodansha to bring back something like Initial D, which is a long commitment, I think it's going to take 6 years for the entire thing to release 24 volumes. For them to do something like that, I feel like it opened the door for Beck and Mars to come back in those omnibus editions. And I think Beck even just got another new omnibus in Japan, like a second omnibus edition. So like, if anything, that's probably going to be the way they release it. I highly doubt they're going to do singles for series like that they hear constantly that they want in print. Same with Kingdom. I feel like if that ever comes to English, that'll be an omnibus. Fuck Kingdom!
No Kingdom here. This is the anti-Kingdom stream. Fuck Kingdom. Yeah, that's us when we see Kingdom.
But yeah, like those omnibus editions. Riley's gonna get them. He's an omnibus collector.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I definitely think those would be the way they go, akin to Initial D. We'll see that.
Oh, Spudboy was asking. Okay, got it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Otto, the bus driver from
Otto Octavius.
Auto.
Kingdom confirmed. Sure.
Yes. Confirmed to be in the middle of our confirmed to be in the middle of our bingo board as the free space for no.
Right. I'm good with all those choices. Like, fantastic. Bring them on. My pick. One of my favorite series that I've yet to own is Mushishi, and I would want to finally own Mushishi. So that was what I submitted on their stupid publishing forum thing. That's what I looked up on ChatGPT. Find me the link for Mushishi, and it looked it up for me. Which, yeah, thank you, robot. That is one of the GOAT for yokai-esque manga of modern times. So I'm really hoping that it can happen. I doubt it though, because I'm pessimistic.
I would like to see Burn the House Down. It's a really good thriller josei manga that they put in digital.
Didn't that get mentioned somewhere recently?
So someone said something to Kodansha about Burn the House Down, and they replied to it, and they didn't say like, "Oh well, go to the forum." They were like, "Be patient," like something like that. So that one could be coming, which would make sense for them because that one like had a decently well-made drama series on Netflix, live action drama series. So that one wouldn't surprise me if they were on that one pretty quickly. And I don't know, there's just so many like older shoujo, not older like old, but like older digital shoujo titles that they have that it's like hard to remember all of them. Like one that I would really like to see come in print is You Got Me Senpai. And that one is like, I think it ended in maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, the digital release. And I know everyone wants Peach Girl because we don't have any new Peach Girl volumes either. So that's kind of like in the same realm as Mars in that regard, where they were Tokyo Pop ones that Kodansha ended up picking up.
Alex says, surprised they didn't do this with Mars. To be honest, feels like it would be relatively successful. They can even do an omnibus if they were worried about it being too long. I think they just threw these first 3 to see just what happens, to see if people actually buy them, which they will. Hopefully that is good incentive for them to be like, oh, what if we do that with the other titles? And then they come up with 3 more or 4 or 5 out of
bangers. 3 bangers.
They just come out
3 horrible ones that nobody cares for.
The next
that could also be a thing.
Like Chihai Furu, Beck, Rave Master.
Yeah, they hate them all of them.
They're just going all the way. They make like 2 sales on these first 3, and they're like, "That's enough. Let's go."
Reinforcements. Yeah. I'm still surprised they're even doing like Ashita no Joe. Like that's still just insane.
Apple Children of Eon is a good one too. That
I've been wanting to read that.
Incredible series. Same author as King in Limbo. Loved King in Limbo, and then I read this one before that came out because I knew that was coming out, and I was like, okay, let's see what this author's all about. That one is so good. Free it
from jail, baby.
My boy.
And you can get volume 1 digitally for free right now. Whatever the Kodansha Christmas thing that they're doing.
Nice Christmas present.
Merry Christmas, Kodansha.
But somebody was, I think it was on Blue Sky. Let me find it real quick. I'm not going to show them because I'm going to get upset if I dox people here. But they were complaining.
Oh, Air Gear? That would be a good one to bring back, actually.
Which one?
Air Gear.
Oh, Air Gear. Yeah, that's a fun one.
That's been out of print for forever, right?
I never finished.
A decade. I think, they have an omnibus too, but those, they don't get printed.
I'm looking for the thread. Where was it?
Guys, what do you think about they should do this for Attack on Titan? You guys ever heard of that series?
Oh my god, what?
Hopefully,
we need a deluxe.
That, and then it might get enough sales for them to do a good version of it too.
We need I will fight for this forever, a deluxe with black spines akin to the Colossal Edition, because they have the digital files for it.
They published they're putting out the new movie, and I found it funny that it's Attack on Titan: The Final Attack, something omnibus
Mhm.
edition. I'm like, what is happening? Why are we continuing with the super long names? Just end it, please.
Some
It's
like
over.
isekai
Right.
name. I saw people mentioning cells that work bacteria on Twitter, so I didn't even know there was more cells at work. I mean, they're all working.
There's like a million.
Yeah,
They're
there's
working hard.
I got
so
Those cells be working.
there's like cells at work baby, cells at work platelets, I think, have their own series.
I got the list for you, Riley. I can read it.
They're working
'cause
late because they
check
are
this out.
cells.
Aside from cells at work, there's cells at work code black, cells not at work, cells at work bacteria, cells at work and friends, cells at work baby, cells at work special chapter psoriasis. How do I read that?
Psoriasis?
Psoriasis. There we go. Cells at work lady, cells at work white brigade, cells at work neobacteria, cells at work illegal, cells at work muscle, cells at work cat. So
Wow.
there's a lot of cells working right now.
Yeah.
Cells at work illegal. Oh, it says a person taking illegal substances.
Junkies.
All right.
Let's go. News to me.
I would like to read the cat one, like the cells inside of a cat. That'd be
They
fun.
should make a cells at work anxiety medication. Let's go. Cells at work sertraline.
Cells at work. Oh god. Cells at work.
And there is a live action movie coming out. Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, I saw that. Well, I'm not gonna watch it.
So shout out to cells at work. The hell was I looking for? Oh, the thing. I forgot. Wait. Let me see if I can find it here.
Man, I could have a whole like section of my library just for cells at work. If they did all of those.
God, their library is so massive. 33 pages of stuff.
Damn.
The cells at work library is.
Oh no. Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever bring MF Ghost after they finish Initial D. They've got
I hope
years
so.
to do that.
Yeah, I really hope so. I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, I kind of psyched myself out for a second because I forgot that the Initial Ds were 2-in-1s and not 3-in-1s. And I was like, so it's gonna be like 4 years or something. And then I was like, fuck. There's
6
2-in-1s.
long years. We're gonna last through the next presidential term with this.
The
one.
next term.
It's gonna take us all the way to 2026 or 7.
I'm just, I'm happy to have it finally.
Yeah.
I can't be too upset, but it's just funny.
I remember your initial excitement when it got announced, like, oh my god, guys, it's coming. But
I was so excited. You should have seen me because I found out the day before. Because they sent like the press release early to all the people who were like working with like Anime News Network and stuff.
Oh right.
So the night before the convention where it was announced, I got the email and I was like, oh snap, and I clicked on it and I was like, Initial D.
That's gonna be Colleen with Chihaya.
Yeah, when? Oh. I've literally lost hope for anything.
Yo.
Like, I don't think it's gonna happen with this print club either.
No.
Cells at work. The
I think it's
Inhumans.
too
I'd be down for that.
I think Chihaya, if it got a release, would be an omnibus first of all,
Yeah.
and it would be not the print club. They're gonna give it a slightly better treatment. We'll say that.
That means that they would have to care about the shoujo and josei titles they have.
Oh wait, okay, never mind. I think
The Colleen Print Club, and Colleen's gonna.
Yeah, literally.
Colleen's gonna learn.
You guys want to
Japanese
join
through
the
translation.
CPC?
They're gonna learn how to letter, learn how to learn everything it takes to create a volume. and just-
Literally. I'm gonna
distribute it.
start an imprint. It's just the Colleen Print Club, and it's just me doing literally everything.
The mangaka follows you on Twitter. You have the pull. They know you exist.
Yeah, get the physical license.
I'm gonna say, hey girl, you know what? I know we've
Hey,
been
girly.
talking. I know you
Hey,
said I
girl.
looked hot in a picture once.
Ooh.
Oh, I found the thread. Yay. Oh, it was somebody complaining. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but they did bring up something that I thought was pretty interesting. Like the person's complaining, like, how is this real from Kodansha? They're the largest publisher in Japan. So what happens to Tepu fans that are going to be left hanging if all 3,000 units sell out
I know
immediately?
exactly who this is from.
You know who it is?
It
Okay.
rhymes with.
So it was a lot of complaining on this thing, but I just wanted
I
to
want to know
read
who it
that
is.
for the Tepu
Say it in the
fans.
chat.
Here,
I
I'll
don't know
put
who
in
it is.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah, and it was funny because it's someone that like we're always disagreeing with, but like they pull up some good points about like what is this, like why are you doing this way? You're Kodansha, like you should just do it, just like put the money in there.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now that I know who that is.
Okay.
But
So,
it was funny that they also just mentioned Tepu and not anything else. Probably because they're like, that's what I've wanted the whole time.
It's like, okay, buddy, just go get the license then. Just do it. Put your money where your mouth is.
But yeah, this whole thread has a lot of people confused and somewhat upset and angry. So I thought I just found it interesting, the whole point of like, what if these units sell out? What happens then? Are you going to do another print run or what?
And they did say it's print on demand, so they're just gonna print them. Like,
I just don't know what amount of demand do you need?
yeah,
That's the
like,
question.
what's the threshold, the minimum?
Are they going to do it if like a retailer wants 100 copies? Will they do it if they want 50 copies? Like, at what point are they like, no, we can't do it yet because not enough people are requesting it?
What if they print it, it sells out, and then that volume, those 100 copies become like super expensive down the line? They're like thousands of dollars in the future. It could happen.
And then they still won't print it.
And they still won't bring it back.
In that same complaint thread, they did also bring up that it kind of feels I think it was the same person, but they did also bring up that it feels like a way to blame fans if like things don't sell, and then they can use that as an excuse to not like want to do like certain series again, instead of putting any sort of faith behind it with like marketing and getting the word out and trying to sell things instead of and they're just like putting it on the fan, which like is already such a annoying thing that I feel like companies have just been doing more and more lately, as if like we have to be the ones to get word out for them instead of the other way around.
How can you buy it when there's no
button.
buy button on Barnes or anything? WTF? I don't know.
Unrelated to what we were just talking about, wink. Mushishi is I don't know if Colleen might remember this from in the Discord where I don't remember who brought it up, but someone brought up Mushishi and Ed from Denpo was like, I'm not interested in this. And I was like, how are you not interested in Mushishi? But at the same time, I was like, just focus on your own books.
Yeah.
How about releasing your books faster than once every 10 years?
Well, what's the one that we're waiting on, Riley? The Desperado thing?
Yeah, Renjo Desperado or so. That was
It's been like 3 years since the announcement.
And
Yeah,
they were
it was
11 has been like 4 years, right? Or 5?
crazy. Like, and there's one that like when I made a call out thread about it on Twitter, I mentioned this one series that I was very sure was only supposed to be a digital release, but nowhere on their announcement did it say it was going to be digital. So I called them out on it anyway, just for fun, because it allowed me to say that there was another title that got delayed for like 6 years or something like that.
I'm surprised Under Ninja's still releasing.
Dude, yeah, I think it's like there's a certain things where he's like, we're gonna put in more work on this than like this, and I know like he said specifically, I believe it was on Blue Sky, he said they were not going to start working on They Were 11 until Kaiji was done, and I was like, oh, we're gonna be waiting forever. Because
Right,
Kaiju
yeah.
was like less than once a year, and at that point, 5 hadn't come out yet, and 6 was going to be the last one. And then I think there was so much blowback about it that finally he got to work on, like, he got the team working on They Were 11, and it's supposed to be coming out early in 2025. It looks like.
I don't know.
And then another funny part in all of that is I posted pictures of like when I was organizing my books, and I had like my little Denpa section, and from the Denpa account they were like, we're gonna have to release more books for that Denpa section. I'm like, yeah, I wish you would. I'm waiting. I'm
like,
sitting here
bet.
Please.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's see. We got a Game Award update. Onimusha is coming back in 2026 with Onimusha: Way of the Sword. I like Onimusha. They're fun games.
I don't think I know what that is.
It's a third-person action adventure samurai game.
Okay.
I think it was third person. And I believe there was one other update here, and I missed it. Oh, there we go. Virtua Fighter 6. I love Virtua Fighter, but I'm terrible at it.
They announced a new Witcher game too, or the next Witcher game,
Yeah.
The Wokesure.
and then an Elden Ring spinoff.
An Elden Woke.
Woken Ring.
Enter the
Elden
Woke.
Ring.
You know how damn it. You know how who always gives us enough books? There we go. In Stock Trades. Thank you, Josh, for the segue. Appreciate it immensely. InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnibros, trade paperback, hardcovers, and manga for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's that loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your books if you make purchases on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit InStockTrades.com. IST, as the kids like to say. Shout out to our sponsor.
The kids like to say.
Crazy kids. You know, another series that I would like to see is Dragon Head. And they are publishing a Minotauro Mochizuki like single volume series soon. So I was hoping that could be like kind of a testing the waters.
I hope so. That could be fun.
Nice. That's a short like 10 volume or something horror series from Tokyo Pop days.
Right.
That'd be good. It'd also be for my own selfish needs. If they could do a new edition of Arm of Cannon, I only have 2 volumes of that one. So I'd really like to just get the rest of that series. Specifically, if they would print volume 14 of Beat X for me, that would be great.
Just that one.
Yeah, just I'm not asking for much. It's just 1 volume. And they only need to print 1 copy too. It's just for me.
Hey, print on demand, easy.
Yeah, I have the demand. You print it.
Can you imagine if it's like the Amazon print on demand service, like they do with T-shirts and stuff, where they just wait for you to order them?
So I'm reading actually on there's more stuff from what you sent because Ben from Penguin Random House was discussing it.
Yeah.
And someone asked, would that switch to traditional runs at some point if the demand was unexpectedly good? And he replied, it's not up to me, but it's technically possible to do that. And there are some series I'm rooting for. I know for sure Ben, because I spoke to him to like at Anime Expo after they announced Initial D, and I was like, you know, you need to do Beck next, and he's like, that's my favorite series of all time. I've been trying to get them to let us do it, so I know he wants that at the least. Well, libraries have access; they're available to anyone who can order through Ingram. So if that's you, then you'll get it. Just a couple of library people talking about that.
I mean, like, we can only hope that this thing evolves into something that we want to see it evolve into, and all these series that get released do have decent quality, good translations, good lettering, for Colleen's sake.
For my sake.
You know,
They're
and
not so
like
crazy.
a not terrible release schedule, and hopefully the series that they do end up doing, whatever
And
those
sensible
are.
pricing too.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if everything's just going to be $15 or more at this point, which kind of sucks, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's only just beginning, so I guess we kind of just have to sit back and watch it either rise or fall.
Right,
Hopefully,
right.
not the latter.
Yeah,
I was gonna
it's
say
very much
crumble,
a-
but that's probably what the books will do, so I'll let them take care of that.
Oh, Josh, why do you remind me of these hurtful things? I forgot about it for my sake that we never got the rest of Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai. I am still heartbroken over that. Can Kodansha get it and publish it, please? If this isn't going to do it, can
Right.
Kodansha get Sengoku Yoko from Tokyo Pop, please? Because I want to finish that and not just 6 random first volumes,
The license rescues.
please.
I'm trying to
No,
go
we just-
through Kodansha's site right now so I can pull up a couple other shoujo series because I gave like 0 series I wanted. I didn't do any.
You gave the one.
I gave the one, and that's
The
it.
one,
So
yeah.
You
Hold on.
also mentioned Burn Down the House.
Burn the house down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a
think
couple
you just,
that I pulled
you
up.
just named the stand, Riley. I'm pretty sure that you just named the stand.
Burn
from
down the
Burn Down
house.
Sorry, I'm just a really big Talking Heads fan.
JoJo brain.
Burning Down the House.
So one that I would love to see is Drowning Love as well. That's from the same author that did Dance Dance Dancer. Really, really, really good manga, and I would love to see it come to print just because the art is fantastic and gorgeous, and I think having it in a print quality would be nice. This one just got announced for a TV drama, I'm pretty sure. Changes of Heart, which is like a Josei Smut series. But super cute, really good series. Really enjoyed that one. Another one I'm reading right now is from the same author who did Something's Wrong with Us, which is called Arisa, and it's like a really cool kind of thriller mystery manga. I would say it's pretty similar in the same vein as Something's Wrong with Us, if anyone has read that one, where it's like very dramatic, kind of over the top soap opera-y, but like just is really fun. It has a cool premise. The mystery is good. And then another one that I would love to have is A Kiss with a Cat. That one is so fucking funny. It's like it's so comedy heavy, but it is a romance too. So, but like it's so good. It's so funny. I would love to own that one. And that one was only like 6 volumes, 7 volumes. So
Doable.
most of those are pretty short. Drowning Love, I think, would be the longest one of the 4 I just mentioned.
Yeah, I wonder how long they are limiting the series, if they are, that they're putting in this program. Because, you know, a print on demand of a 48 volume series is low key insane. But for 8 or 11, that's not that bad. So
yeah, I mean the longest one they have on the print on demand now is the Tepu. And
yeah.
Love, that's an understatement, is ongoing. So who knows how long that one's going to be.
It just goes for like 76 volumes.
Yeah, they had no idea. They're like, fuck, god damn it.
I would. I'd also want to mention all the Shaman King spin-offs and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I feel like those though.
Right.
I mean, they did Shaman King Flowers as a regular release, so I feel like those would also get the same treatment.
I would want that to happen, but they haven't announced anything yet. And Flowers was like right off the heels of the main series ending.
True.
So I don't know. Blame Academy and so on. That's like an extra volume that didn't get reprinted with the main series.
Is it Blame or Blam? I always hear
It's
Blame.
it's Blam,
or like Buram. Yeah, yeah.
but I'm American, so it's Blame.
Ah,
Blami.
Blami, I like
I
that
want
one.
my
better.
Blami.
I'm really interested for 2025 just to see what bangers get dropped next year, because I feel like there's a lot that could be in. I mean, there's so many series out there, but like the ones that we got this year that like no one would have thought we would ever gotten Climber, Ashito no Joe, and countless other series that are not coming to mind that you guys probably know.
My girl Colette.
Yeah, Colette. Yeah. The JoJo spinoff, Steel Ball Run.
Right.
I can only imagine just the crazy series we're gonna get next year. I actually know some. I can't say, but I know some. That's why I'm so excited. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a good year, I think. Hopefully.
Alex says a little over 150 shoujo and josei titles are licensed as digital only.
Damn, they
Yeah,
got a big bag to reach into and grab whatever they want.
That's money that they're not making.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the print club ended up being a lot of those shorter shoujo and josei titles as well.
Could be their bread and butter.
Yeah. But also that's just kind of like, why are we always the afterthought?
Sorry, Josh, I am under NDA.
I'm excited for Gunsmith Cats. Hell yeah. Can't wait for that one.
There's
I would tell you if I could. I promise.
We'll find out eventually. Don't worry.
You'll find out. Yeah.
There's a fuck. I just forgot what I was gonna. There's
Gunsmith
something.
Cats though. That's exciting. The fact that that's coming back, and I think they're doing Gunsmith Cats Burst. They should. It's the direct sequel. So.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder if we'll get. Oh man, there's so many series out there. I just wonder if we'll get like, any Koji Mori, considering his name is now on Berserk.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. What's the big one that he did? Holy Land.
Holy Land.
Right.
I want to read that really bad, but like I don't. I'm just waiting. Like I feel like Viz could definitely pick up some of his stuff, but
they need to give me Gang King.
Yeah, give me my boy Gang King
with Jimmy.
Or my boy Jimmy from the Gang King.
Red River.
Oh, that was a banger. Yeah.
And DAs are weak. The power of friendship lasts forever.
Oh, I wish. No, yeah. The Red River. Like I think 2025 for is it Charles on Twitter? For their sake, is the year of Basara.
Yeah, let's go.
I think we could definitely see. I mean, I think for Viz, I could definitely see them doing one classic a year kind of vibe.
They tease something. I feel like someone said like, can we get more classic shoujo or something? And I feel like I remember Viz saying something like, "Oh, you'll just have to wait and see."
Bro, God's Will literally loves fucking trolling us.
Yeah, so unless he was being an asshole. Just kidding. Viz, my bestie. Viz, my oomphy. I know Shoujo Bean hates me, but Viz.
Yeah,
we're oompies.
But like, yeah, I could definitely like, and I think they'd probably keep the omnibus format.
Yeah.
By any means, if that's what it takes, I don't give a shit. Just give us the volume. Yeah. But
I wonder if Ranma is going to get the Fist of the North Star build.
So the Fist of the North Star is akin to Full Metal Alchemist Full Metals, where they have a Japanese Kanzenban. I don't think Ranma has one of those, but you know what does have one of those? Slam Dunk. And
Yeah.
Yu Yu
Say Bizarre?
Hakusho. And Yu Yu Hakusho. So I could definitely see one of those happening. I would not be surprised if Slam Dunk Kanzenban's got a release one day.
I want to buy the freaking Spanish editions because hey, I can read
They're reprinting
Spanish, but I can't find them.
So in Spain, I'm
Right.
assuming you're talking about the Spain ones. They just started reprinting them. Like they just announced it.
I need them.
Yeah.
There was a question regarding sports. Let me pull it up because I forgot to highlight it. Apologies.
I want to pick those up too, but I don't know anyone going to Spain anytime soon, so I'm like, whatever.
I have the first volume of those in Spanish.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you get those? eBay?
No, my sister.
Oh no, you told me that. Yeah. Forgot. Sorry, my bad.
I went to Spain 3 years ago, and I saw them there, and I was like on the edge of buying them back then, but I just didn't want to put them in my suitcase. So I was like, I'm good.
Right.
That's
there we go.
Traveling when you like want to buy books is like
they're so big.
They're so heavy. Like I went home from a convention one time having bought like 40 new books, and it was the worst decision.
Oh my god, 40?
It was literally like the entirety of my suitcase was just stacked books. And then I like had the clothes kind of shoved on top.
Who cares about the clothes? It's about the books.
Yeah.
Sports manga have sold well in the US market. I think Slam Dunk's up there. Blue Lock, obviously, now that they're doing their new release schedule with that.
Blue
Didn't
Lock.
Prince of Tennis sell really well back in the day?
I think it did, but I guess not good enough for them to have licensed any of the sequels.
Yeah, and it's like out of print now, so like
freaking from Viz, Haikyuu sells pretty well.
Oh yeah.
IQ is huge.
Omnibus now too.
iShield.
Furu got a standing ovation for 40 minutes in my apartment.
iShield 21, I keep feeling like they need to just reprint that because now like it wasn't that popular when it first came out, but now
Murata.
You have the writer of Dr. Stone and the artist of One Punch Man. This is their series together, and I feel like those names now would sell if they would reprint it. And I know a lot of people, there is demand. I know a lot of people want it.
And there's also probably people that don't even know that it's a thing. They'd be like, wait, what? This is a series, this is from him and him? Whoa, I'm going to look into this.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the post-COVIDs. They don't know.
I honestly, I love that series, and I probably would place it above both Dr. Stone and One Punch Man in like a hierarchy.
Hey, you're gonna piss people off with that. Hold on.
We all hate Boichi on this show. He's an enemy of the show.
Enemy of
For the
state.
sake of this show, I will join in, but I do like.
She was like, but on the side, I do kind of like it.
I love Dr. Stone, so I can't.
No, I really love Dr.
I'm pretty sure everyone but me does.
I love Dr. Stone. I just think that iShield is a much better series.
I only watched the first season of that, and it was all right. Cool.
I just remember when Adele was sharing all those iShield screenshots from the manga with me when I was talking about how Ace of Diamond characters all looked like they had a mortgage, and she was like, well, let me show you iShield 21.
Dude, it's like oh my god, especially when you start getting to like the people from America. They are like 30-year-old men playing in a school football league.
I want to read it just because it looks insane.
Genetics just going crazy for Boichi.
But it's funny because like a lot of the characters on the main team, the Devil Bats, they do look like kids. Like there's a bunch of characters that look like they're in high school, and then they go up against these just massive, like 30-year-old men that look like they should be in the NFL.
It's like the Space Jam, like when the Looney Tunes go up against the aliens when they're in their big steroid forms.
Exactly. That is exactly it. But also, you have ridiculous stuff like the QB of the main team always carries around like an automatic machine gun and is just like
Yeah.
shooting people.
Of course he does. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the things that Adele posted. I was like, what the fuck is happening in this manga?
Like they all need to do their taxes and get off the field.
Warren, I had you, and then you say that to me. What is happening?
Warren knows the enemy of the show.
Okay.
Any enemy of the state, Dr. Stone.
Enemy of the state, truly.
I want Rokopon to get a physical release. Just
Which one's
because
Pokemon?
We need Doraemon. We need someone to hunker down and give us Doraemon.
Yeah.
And then we never see them again because they're like they're translating forever.
Yeah.
They never leave the house.
Give
They're
it
just
to
posting
us.
that, and that's it.
We need Denpa to get Doraemon. They're gonna release that shit till 21-25.
yeah, you know what? I actually have stated I want Denpa to get Kingdom.
We
Just because it'll
we think it
Give
would
them
be
the worst release
funny.
possible. Oh my
If
god.
anyone were to
Crazy.
have Kingdom, at least give it to Denpa so we can like have it in like slow. They barely get anything releases just to piss them off.
My goodness.
One
So we
release
can have the last
every
laugh.
2 years.
And it's just single volume releases too. It's not even like this at all.
Dude, the crazy thing about Kingdom is like Spain got it like 3 years ago, and they're already on like volume 28. Like they're cooking.
Wow.
They're flying because they do a volume a month. So like they're going like they're on Joe Julian right now. Yeah, they're killing it. But we don't get that luxury here. We get a few announcements a year, and then they release every other month if we're lucky. So, and then they slow it down when they catch up. Like Sakamoto Days releases are going down to like 4 months when they I think hit like volume 17 next year. Kind of sucks. Whatever.
Well, I guess they do that just because otherwise you're waiting like a year.
I'd rather do the Japanese wait because that's what they're gonna have with Blue Lock later.
Yeah.
I'd rather do the Japanese wait than wait a year because on most series, and especially for one like One Piece, we're a year behind. So it's like, yeah.
I will say they've been pretty good about the Yona release dates, which I'm surprised by. I mean, they get them out pretty much within a couple volumes of what Yona's on.
They did that,
Japan.
and they sacrificed Kaze Hikaru.
Yeah. They've been sacrificing that series for anything else for years now.
That and Hayate the Combat Butler.
Yeah. Didn't that one get 2 volumes this year? That was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's 2 volumes a year, so it is at least twice as fast as Kaze Hikaru. But the part that's so annoying is it's been done for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 50 volumes? 51?
52.
Oh boy. 6 more years. Or no.
Yeah, hold on, I have it here.
5 more years. Woo.
Josh, wait, is the app a year behind or the print?
The print is a year behind. So for One Piece, we are on volume 107 right now, and Japanese just got 111, I think.
Wow.
But no, like Shonen Jump app is fully updated. We get chapters as they release, kind of vibe.
And you got Case Closed, who's like way behind.
Like it's like 10 years behind.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They'll never catch up.
Hey,
No,
JoJo
no.
was 30 years, or JoJo was 30 years behind. Yeah, no, sorry, 20 years behind. We're still 20 years behind, but hey, we're not.
Kingdom isn't popular enough for the US.
I remember going to Kino in New York when Viz first was publishing Stardust Crusaders paperbacks and seeing like I think the first 2 volumes of Steel Ball Run were out. And I went in and I was like,
Japanese.
do what?
In Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, this was back in
It was like when the first couple volumes of Steel Ball Run had just come out Like they had like every volume of every part all the way up to date, and then that was the last. And I was looking because I was like immediately fell in love with the series from the paperback. So I was so like, I'm in like high school at the time. I'm probably like 15, 16 years old, and I go in there, I'm like, whoa, like there's so much JoJo's. And it was the latest release. And I remember thinking back, and that's like 20 years ago or something, like almost 20 years ago. And we're just now getting to that point next year.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like the Italian people are like, we already are on JoJo lands. Gabagool, fucking like, damn, bro.
I Gabagool.
Golgo 13.
That is never gonna get a release. It's like 132 right now, or no? Golgo.
Oh, Golgo is like 200 something volumes.
Oh.
We did get the games though, which is weird considering the game you would think it'd be more niche compared to the manga.
Yeah, we
it's
got
like Hajime no Ippo. That shit's never getting released.
Right.
Yeah, 120 something right now, still ongoing. That's
I thought it was 140.
It could be. I don't know. I didn't look recently.
It's on the Viz app.
Golgo's on the Viz app. They probably only have the first 13 or so volumes that they printed.
Ironic. Golgo 13. You get the.
I saw volume 12 the other week. Okay, as of July 2024, there's 141.
Damn.
Of
Ippo.
Jesus.
Just a few volumes. That's like 3 omnibus.
I have half of the Viz signature releases of Golgo, and then I also have these older single issues.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Is that Yusuke Urameshi? No.
And here's one.
Look at that. That's Rambo. That's Golgo. There we go. Iconic. That's homie for Jean Reno.
I also have the Devilman, Shin Devilman with like Simon Bisley artwork.
Yo, dope.
That they
yellowed on the YouTube.
That they showed on oh, there's a butt on there, sorry. But they put that on what's called Glenn Danzig's publisher Verotic back in the day.
Oh, but demonetized.
Dang it.
Can't show butts. Nobody has butts. Bastard, give us the best magical.
Bastard, yeah. God, that's been out of print forever.
I'm gonna get the anime when it drops down in price from Sentai, but I would much rather have the manga.
Was the anime any good?
I watched half of it and dug it. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's fun. The music is fantastic in it. Watch it for the music.
I have 3 volumes of Bastard, the old release from Viz.
Right, yeah. See, look at that, Warren. The new series is great. Was great. Will be great. There we go.
Great. I'm almost done looking through all of the Kodansha digital releases.
You've been looking at them all this time? Jesus.
They announced One Punch Man's coming next year. The 3rd season.
3rd season, nice.
And they announced a Last of Us 2 remaster.
Last of Us 2.
Why did they do this?
Unnecessary.
They remastered both games? What's the point?
I guess this is them blowing off tax money or something, and like we gotta do something.
They sold their soul for this shit. I don't know.
I feel like Naughty Dog, it's about time to just do another series.
Yeah.
Make a new IP, guys. Just go for it.
They don't know how.
Go back to Crash Bandicoot or whatever.
Crash is with another right?
Wasn't that their first, where they started was Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah. The current licensor does it still with Naughty Dog?
I don't know, but if it's not, they should get it back.
They alluded, or not alluded, they had like a mini game in the Uncharted 4 of playing Crash Bandicoot.
Crash 4 was developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision.
Mm.
What if they did Super Naughty Bros and it was like Crash versus Jack and Daxter versus Uncharted versus
That sounds like a
versus
horrible name, I will say.
Naughty
Super
Bros.
Naughty Bros.
What the hell?
I don't know if I'd want to play that game.
What the
best
hell?
game. And you could have Crash Bandicoot fight Joel and Ellie from Last of Us.
Oh my god, a super where they shotgun Joel in the leg.
and Crash, like, you have like this character who's like all rough and like rugged and stuff, and Crash is just like, whoa, whoa.
You know what? I think we should be making Super Naughty Bros.
Oh yeah. I think
Super
Activision-
naughty Omnibros.
Yeah, Activision is the current owner for Crash. Super Naughty Bros is the new Omnibros show. Hell yeah, that's going to be on Saturday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern
That's the-
Standard Time.
That
1 a.m.
Patreon show that I keep meaning to join.
NSFW, not Omnibros.
Super Naughty Bros.
Yeah. Gang, I think we're getting ready to wind things down, if that's okay.
Yeah, I looked through the rest of the digital, and there was nothing else that I wanted to mention.
Because
My
just
dinner's
noticed
been in
it's
the
super late
microwave for
me,
an
that's
hour.
why.
Really, really warm.
You know what Activision doesn't own? InStockTrades.com. Josh, I need you to write all the segues from now on every show. Thank you. I did the plug, so we'll let it pass.
You know who's not a super naughty bro? InStockTrades.com.
You know who's not putting stuff in digital jail?
In
Stock
stock trades.
You know who actually pays attention to what customers want and get stuff in stock?
In
InStockTrades.com.
stock trades.
You know who's not the wokecher?
In stock trades.
In stock woke.
in
Woke
woke trades.
stock trades.
Woke stock.
We're
we
all
go.
just putting woke in different parts of the name at the same time.
What do you
Don't
mean?
let the
they
FOMO hit you. Visit InStockTrades.com.
Woken stock.
Woke
In
in
woke
stock.
trades.
trades.
In stock woke. Woke stock
Yeah.
trades.
Woke
Alright.
stock
You know what
in
this-
trades.
You know what
We'll
this
stop
this
this.
cat is doing? He is typing right now InStockTrades.com, and he's going to order all the cool new releases.
He's getting all the cat books.
Yes.
Cat
Cat
Cthulhu
Gamer.
Cat, Cat Plus Gamer.
Night
Yeah.
of the Living Cat.
Dude, literally just the whole library of that one guy who made Cat Cthulhu Cat. Because all the shit he makes is cat manga.
Yeah,
You
Yokai
could have
Cat.
you could have a full shelf of cat manga easily,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Cheese
You
Sweet Home, Cat Plus Gamer, Cthulhu Cat.
One of these days, Zach's gonna go for it, and he's gonna be the cat manga collector. Like he always says he wants to, and then he never buys anything.
He just wants to get every cat manga.
Yeah, because every time he sees it, he's like, "This looks cute."
Oh yeah,
I-
Gunsmith Cats.
He's such a cat fanatic that
Definitely
like
a cat manga.
Cap from Our World and the Forgotten Witch. That's
That's
a cat
a good
manga.
That's a good cat manga.
a man and his cat.
Oh yeah, man.
Garfield is a great manga as well.
Garfield,
Garfield.
Garfield the manga.
Fuck's sake.
Is
Garfield
manga
the
are
son.
comics, and Garfield does have Japanese edition, so therefore there's a
Garfield.
Japanese Garfield comic, which would translate into a Japanese Garfield manga. So take that.
What's the guy's name? What's the dude's name? The
John Arbuckle.
Arbuckle.
John
John
Arbuckle-san. Arbuckle-san.
Arbakuru-san.
Arubakuru.
Odie.
Otis
Odie
Kun.
would. Yeah.
Otis
Otis
Kun.
Normal.
Lasagna Chan.
Normal would be annoying as well in Japanese. He would have a very high pitched voice.
He talk like this.
Yeah.
My
No-
God,
Normal too.
Deku.
It's normal.
He
And
sounds like you're gonna be the king of the pirates.
I'm not. This is my Kazuya voice.
I'm gonna be king of the
I'm about
Chihaya
to
Furu.
rent a girlfriend.
All right, I think we should
well-
wrap up the show ASAP. After that one.
Oh,
Bye.
I haven't done that in a while. Now my voice hurts.
There's also Arlene. She could be the femme fatale as well in the Japanese version. Arlene is Garfield's crush, by the way.
Oh, that's Arlene Chan.
What
Arlene
was
Arlene
John's
Sama.
lady's name?
Liz.
Liz.
Riz. Rizu.
Liz got the Riz, you know. Jim Davis found Garfield minus Garfield amazing.
He better have.
Garfield minus Garfield confirmed. Yeah, he turns into a kaiju monster and decimates Tokyo. Of course he does. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. That's going to be it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show, the shenanigans, the goofs, the gaffs, and all the friends we made along the way. Thank you to our sponsor, Instadoc Trades. Thank you to the chat. You guys are lovely as always. We'll be back tomorrow. Not us. We're going to take a long rest. We'll be back some other time. Tomorrow, there's another Omnibros show. I hope you can join in for that one. And then we'll be back on Monday for hauls, previews, reads, and all that other fun stuff. And then we do it all over again. Next week, we should have I don't know if it's going to be the same panel, obviously, probably not, but we will have our picks for the best manga released in 2024. So look forward to that. That should be a fun time. And let's see. Let's start with Will. Where can people find you when you're out here with us, goofing and gaffing?
Oh man, everything is just Fire Lunar on Instagram, Twitter. I'm not calling it X. It's Twitter. Blue Sky, I actually got the Fire Lunar name on there as well. YouTube, Twitch. What else? Did I say TikTok? Yeah, that's the big one. TikTok.
Yeah. Soon to be Lemonade.
Yeah. TikTok for the next about 37 days, and then we're good. So, yeah, just Fire Lunar.
Nice. Insufferable Omnibus Collector. Where can people find you?
Omnibus Collector everywhere. I am back on TikTok. The big one.
Just as it's closing down, you're back.
Yeah. maybe my power can keep it around longer.
The library power.
Yeah. And I will be posting videos soon. I really need to get them out between now and like Monday because I'm gonna be gone. So I really I need to get a couple things out. I'm gonna do the November, December combined buyer's guide, and then I'm gonna also do the library tour.
Your manga hauls. Where's your manga hauls?
People have been asking, but I was like, I'll just wait until after the library tour, so now you can like see everything.
Start fresh. Yeah.
That's why I'm not the omnibus collector. Too smart.
That's why he's the omnibus collector. No one knows.
Probably be better with.
No one knows my bowling references.
The only one I knew was the "Who do you think you are? I am."
Who do you think you are?
That's iconic. That's one of the best ones.
He runs. This other dude runs up to that guy who said that. He goes, "That's why you are Pete Weber."
They're in a different stratosphere than us, so they get those jokes. Horny handsome Igor, where can people find you when you're here with us?
You can find me at Colleen's Manga X on pretty much everything. I'm mostly on Blue Sky, although I am still technically on Twitter. But I will repost stuff on there every now and then. I have a video coming out tomorrow. I'll give a sneak peek for you guys. I will be doing 100 Shoujo Manga X. So look forward to that. And then also I would like to shill merch. If you guys would like to buy my merch, I have merch now. It's Colleen's Manga X -shop.fourthwall.com.
Can you give me the link? I can show it real quick as we wrap up.
James will probably pull the link.
Let's use faster. Yeah.
I'm faster. Hold on. Paste. All right, I'm faster.
I got 2 packages in today, and we thought it was the Colleen merch, and then it wasn't.
I don't know why yours is taking so long. I keep checking on it because I can see what orders have been delivered, and I was like, why is Riley's taking so long?
They know it was Riley. They have to make him wait.
Talk me through this for the Omnibros peeps that are not aware of the merch store. Talk to me.
This is merch that I created. I have
This
a
is merch.
couple I have like a couple different little collections that I was calling them. So there's the Toxic Shoujo fan collection for all those people who get called toxic online because they want
Oh yeah.
shoujo manga to be treated fairly.
Ooh, pine green. It's my favorite color.
There's the Read
Yeah.
Shoujo collection, which features the illustration that I now have on my banner by saddest_ham. And then there is also the Shoujo Connoisseur collection, which is just if you are a connoisseur of shoujo, show it off. And I will say, this is completely unbiased. I got complimented on my hat the other day, the Shoujo Connoisseur hat. And this person, I don't think they knew me. They just liked my
Damn.
hat. So like,
Where
it's
were
sort of
you
fun.
at? Where did it happen?
I was at my usual breakfast place I go to. And I was wearing my hat, and the guy said, oh, Shoujo Connoisseur, that's so cool. And I was like, thank you.
Damn.
But he didn't
that's
say
sick.
anything to me. He didn't say, like, oh, are you Colleen? So I was like, guy just liked my hat.
Nice.
But yeah, so you can pick those up. I will say the quality is much better than I expected too. So
That's
yeah.
great. Everybody go buy merch. Do it.
Get
world peace.
yourself a Christmas present.
Yeah, or for your loved ones, you know.
And I also show it in tomorrow's video. So you guys
I love the stickers and the
the stickers are very fun. The mug, super nice. I've been using that mug every morning. It's a very nice mug.
And this sticker over here, and the shirts and the beanie. Cool stuff. There you go.
Toxic Shoujo fan may or may not have been my idea.
That was a Riley exclusive. Riley said it would be cool to do a toxic shoujo fan thing. And I was like, you know what? It would be.
Beautiful. So there you go. And last but not least, why? Okay. Me, Manga Geekdom on YouTube, where I talk about all the manga that I read. I just posted a video where I talked about 4 Yen Press titles, which were War of the Greedy Witches. I was going to say something naughty. Dracula's Night Shift thing. Mono from Afro. And what was the other one? Brunhilde the Dragon Slayer. There we go. I reviewed those 4. If you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. And if you want to chat with me on social, there's Blue Sky, Threads, and Twitter. Manga Geekdom. So there we go.
It will remembered Threads in that moment.
No, like, bro, Threads. I have an account on there. I forgot about it.
I mostly repost, not as active as Blue Sky. Thankfully, because of the recent developments, Blue Sky just sort of blew up, and there's much more to do now. And Threads, I don't know. I haven't found my footing, so I'm just reposting the videos, video links on YouTube, and that's it.
I think
but you never know.
grabbed my username on there, and then I deleted the app immediately. I was just like, no one's taking my name. All right, goodbye.
Beautiful. So there it is. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the likes. Comment down below what you thought of the episode, and if you can, share the video. That would be a fantastic Christmas gift for this channel right here. So thank you everybody. Peace out. Stay safe. We will be back next time. Have a great weekend.
It's the
blessings
most
to all.
wonderful time of the year. There'll be much manga buying, and Kodansha is dying. And I don't know what the other songs to put in this.